Hey guys, how are you doing? Shane Jasper here from Hard to Kill Athletics, and today I want to talk to you about programming for your competitions. The 3 things you should always be considering when you are programming for your competitions. One of the main things that people consider, and one of the only things that people normally consider, is the athlete experience. And yes, that should 100% be taken into consideration. You want to create an awesome experience for your athletes. You want to create a challenge. You want to create something unique, something well thought out, something that they can't necessarily always train or plan for. You want to give them something different in that competition experience. However, the things that people don't consider are usually what make an event run poorly. So I want to talk about those things. Number 1 is your time constraints. I see so many event organizers planning workouts with 15 or 18 or 20-minute time caps, and they'll have multiple of those in the same day. And what you're doing when you do that is creating an extremely long work day, right? So most athletes don't want to be at an event from 8 in the morning until 8 at night, or even later sometimes. They want to get in, get their workouts done, and get out. If you can be done by 3, 4, or 5 o'clock, your athletes are going to appreciate that. So always keep that in mind. Plan ahead, right? And when I say plan ahead, what I mean is before you even have all the workouts programmed, you should at least understand how much time you have to work with. So if your cap for the day is, let's say, 80 teams, you know you're going to run heats of 8, and you're going to have 80 teams. That means I'm running 10 heats of 3 different workouts, or maybe 4 different workouts, however many workouts you have planned for the day. And take a look at the structure of your event for that day and make sure that you can afford the time allotment before you go releasing those workouts. That's one of the most frustrating things, is when you realize you don't have the time and you have to change or modify a workout. That's what athletes get frustrated over. Consideration number 2, how much work is it going to be on your volunteers, on your set and strike team, on your judges, right? If I'm a judge and I'm judging 30 heats throughout this day, and in between every single heat, I got to go and change planks and move stuff around and move this and move that, I'm going to have my ass kicked, okay? So really consider how much work you're creating for your staff and your volunteers. If you have a separate strike team from your judge team, you probably got a little more freedom there, but always take that into consideration. The third thing that you should always be considering is how much equipment you're going to need for this, okay? Do you have this equipment on hand? If you're using your own equipment, do you have enough? If you don't have enough, can you afford to rent it all? We've done equipment rentals for lots of events that came to us with their WODs. They said, here's the equipment we need. And the rental fee is ridiculous. Trying to get, sometimes we need to have 2 pull-up rigs set up there, or sometimes we need to have, 8,000 pounds just in 45-pound plates. So always keep in mind the equipment restrictions. What I like to do is actually start with the equipment that I have and then program off of that, right? So I'll look at a couple things. What's our target amount of competitors for the event? How many heats is that going to equate to? Am I running 8 lanes at a time, 10 lanes at a time, 12 lanes at a time? And if so, how many heats is that going to equate to? That's going to tell me what my time constraints are. Secondly, am I creating and causing too much work for my volunteers and my staff in between each of those heats? And then thirdly, do I have the equipment on hand to support this? And if not, can I get it at a reasonable price? So those are the 3 things you should always be considering in addition to athlete experience. I hope that helps, guys. And Hard to Kill Athletics, if you guys need any help with your events, let us know.